Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
We're the Montauk Project from Long Island, New York, based out of Montauk, New York.
Jasper and I met when we were about, I'd say 13 or 14, and we played music together, actually in a church group. And Jack and Chris and I all went to the same high school, so Chris and I were in the high school jazz band together. And I just remember Jack as like a little barefoot kid, because he's a little younger than us. We've been very adamant about being an original band, just because where we're from is such a tourist town that most of the bands are cover bands because they're playing for parties, you know, and you can make money playing parties, but we're not, you know, necessarily trying to make the quick buck, we're trying to make music. So the first songs we played were actually just jams of stuff that we had. So one of our first songs we ever wrote, we actually just recorded.
Well, usually someone will come to the practice room with something in mind, and then we'll kind of elaborate on it, you know, together as a group. Each of us have our own individual styles we're trying to meld together, and we all kind of work well with each other, so it kind of just falls into place, so to speak, and it's been really good. We just kind of jam and play what we like to hear.
Chemistry comes with time. I think it's, you know, you play enough together, and like over a period of time you sort of understand what's going on before you're actually playing. Like I'd say Chris and I have like a telepathy thing going, and you know, Mark and Jack have been, you know, growing off each other for the last couple of years.
We are going to play what we're going to play because we like to play it. We'll take advice from people. Constructive criticism is great, but I see a lot of bands kind of adhering to what they see going on. And, you know, I mean, unfortunately, sometimes money speaks louder than integrity, but, you know, we're about playing real music and being who we are. And that's why we did our album self-produced. We like to keep it raw. We like to keep it real. We write about life experience. I mean, that might be a sort of generic thing to say, like a lot of artists do that. But what do you have to go off of other than your own experience? You know, if there's an album that has a lot of, you know, a take that has a lot of feeling but maybe wasn't perfect, we would opt to keep it because we want to give you the feeling. You know, it's like we'd rather have you at our show than listening to our CD anyway. So if we can make it as close to what's real and not something that's overproduced. I mean, any of you out there can buy an Apple, open up GarageBand, and make a freaking song. But, I mean, whether or not you can actually play an instrument and know what key you're playing in is an entirely different story.
We're trying to branch out, and we're trying to, like, you know, get heard on Long Island. We play in the city a lot, but not Mid-Island, and so that's like our goal.
Yeah, so that's what we're working on, and I mean, we really hope to make an impact there. I think people sort of know Montauk, so our timing is convenient with the band name. It's a popular town to go to, so hopefully, you know, people will see us there, and then they'll be like, we need to see these guys always.